Now, we're supposed to get a shock drop, maybe. But we're definitely getting EA. Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. So, I know a lot of people has been talking about the shock drop for the reimagined breads. And these are set to still release on February 17th. That's going to be the official date. We're about 1 month away-ish. A little bit over a month, but you know, hey, these things are pretty freaking nice. I know a lot of people are gonna be excited for these. It's a Jordan 4, it's a Bred colorway, even though it is a reimagined. It's not nubuck, it's tumble leather. So I think a lot of people are gonna be excited for it. And it's been kind of dry for the month of January, not gonna lie. Now these are set to release February 17th, and these things will retail at $215. That's right, woo! They keep raising up the price on us on these things. Now, like I said, I got a little bit of good news, and I got some bad news too as well. Well, maybe potentially. Don't know exactly sure, okay? Nike might be switching up this year in 2024 because you saw how it was last year. Last year, we have gotten shock drops after shock drops after shock drops after shock drops. And I know a lot of us has been talking for a potential shock drop for the reimagined bread. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if it will happen or it won't happen. Alright? But I can tell you guys right now that for sure we will get EA for the Bred Reimagined 4s. And it's gonna be happening very, very soon on the Snkr app. What is EA? Well, EA is where, you know, Nike kind of chooses certain criteria of, you know, maybe you took all L's on the 4s or what 4s you maybe copped or something. Or some type of algorithm that they decide to choose on the Snkr app, and they choose winners. And you'll get a little notification on your Snkr app. You'll have a certain amount of time to cop while supplies last. And from what I'm hearing, it's going to be 4 pairs minimum, which will probably meaning men's pairs, GS pairs, toddlers, and preschool. They're coming out all family full sizes, so if you want to cop for the whole family on EA, should be able to. Now, like I was saying, shouts to my guy Nicky B23. He actually the one told me, like, yo, there will be EA for the reimagined breads. And I asked him, I was like, yo, what about the shock drop? Haven't heard anything yet about a shock drop. So my question is, will we get a shock drop first, then EA, just like how it is with the Grinches? I could definitely see that happening because, you know, we've been getting a lot of shock drops, and then usually we get like EA and then the actual drop. Because you guys gotta remember, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of pair for these things. I don't think anyone should have any problem copying these. As long as you put a little bit of footwork in, and you should be fine. These things will be everywhere. There's like tons and tons of pairs. Just think of, I'll say, like the Gratitude 11s. I don't know, that was a lot, but just saying, there's gonna be a good amount on these things. They're still gonna sell out, okay? Don't think these things are gonna sit on outlets or anything like that. There's not gonna be like the red cement 4s, or, you know, there is a little bit of hype on these things, and it's an OG colorway, and it's a reimagined. So these things will sell out, and they'll probably have a little bit of resale. Or what I'm also hearing, we're definitely getting EA. So will we get EA first, then a shock drop? That's my question. I don't know if we will get a shock drop just yet. Wouldn't be surprising if Nike decides to switch it up and we don't get shock drops at all, and we just get EA and then the drop. I think either way they're gonna sell out on the Bred 4s if they shock drop it or not. It would be kind of sucky if we don't get a shock drop. You know, that way we can get these things kind of early, and you know, they can kind of start to move things. But I don't know, we'll see what Nike decides to do. They can always change it up and do whatever they want. So when I'm telling you guys, look, if we do get a shock drop, I will definitely let you guys know if I get more information. Just right now, a lot of us kind of don't know. We haven't heard anything as of lately. It's been really, really quiet and really, really dry lately. But then all of a sudden, boom. If you guys don't mind, just make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because once I do get more information, I will definitely let you guys know. Or follow me on my IG, because if I can't make a video on time, I will definitely let you guys know on IG, alright? So as of right now, all I'm hearing is EA, which is kind of weird. Usually I hear shock drop then EA, but I'm just hearing EA. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. You know, like I said, we're just one of those. And it's a new year. It's a new year. We're in 2024. Nike can be switching things up right now, and I could definitely see that. I could definitely see, because we usually in 2023, I mean, I know we got shock drops beforehand, but usually we don't get a lot of shock drops like how we did in 2023. Like, I feel like every release was a dang on shock drop, like every single release. Matter of fact, I feel like a shock drop was more of a release than it was the actual release date. That's just me. I don't know how EA is. I absolutely hate EA. I never get EA. I think the last time I got EA was for the off-white lots, because the only way you were able to cop if you were to get EA. They didn't do no drops, no draw, nothing. It was only EA. And I was very lucky to get the lots. But other than that, I just haven't been lucky on a lot of things. I didn't get EA on the Grinches. There's some certain type of criteria they always do. If you took all L's on Kobe's, and if you bought like a performance shoe or performance apparel. I feel like I did before, but I guess not, because I just really don't like EA. I just never get it. I feel like I never really get a good chance. So I don't know how you guys feel about EA. I prefer to actually have a chance to enter in. If I take a L, I take a L. It's all good. But either way, don't worry. Do not worry. The release is still going to happen on September 17th. And there's going to be plenty and plenty of pairs. And there's going to be plenty and plenty stock. And there should be everywhere at all your local sneaker stores. Foot Locker, JD Sports, Finish Line. I'm pretty sure even DSG is going to get them too as well. They get a lot of 4s and a lot of GR shoes. So, again, we'll have to wait and see, guys. Because right now, I'm not hearing a lot out there, you know. And usually, like I said, shout out to my guy Nicky B. He always give me all the info. Never stirred me wrong before. So, like I said, I took every time there was a shock drop, I told you guys what happened. It happened. I told you when the Powerpuff Girls shock drop was going to happen. I said it was going to be either a scratch and sniff or a scan cam. And what happened? Scratch and sniff, scratch and sniff. You know, when all the shock drops happened, when it was going to be the Reimagined 3s, and what happened? They shock drop. And when they did a restock of the Lost and Founds, what happened? They restocked, okay? So, again, haven't stirred me wrong just yet, but right now we just don't have too much information. All I know is we're definitely going to get EA, and it's going to be happening pretty soon, all right? Stay tuned for that. I will guess it's in the next few weeks. Probably, I would think it's like towards the end of January. It's just about 2 weeks away from the release. So just stay tuned for that. I think they usually do EA on a Tuesday or a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. And it's usually at noontime Eastern time. And they'll give you a little notification. And that's how you can be able to cop while supplies last. And again, if we were to get a shock drop, usually Nike gives us a 15-minute notification. You know, they usually like, hey, there's going to be a shock drop. Boom, boom, 15 minutes. And they let us know. I don't know, man. We'll just see what happens in 2024. It looks like Nike's kind of switching things up. I mean, they did drop Nike Sneakers app. They dropped the official images on the reimagined Breds, and they looking so nice. Like, got the box. They look like it's kind of reimagined inside out. Like it's the, you know, the cement on the top of the box. You have the tumble leather. You have the Nike printing all over the entire shoe. Well, not all over, but you know, they have on the back, the bottoms as well, and also in the inside. It's just like these when these came out back in 2018, 17, something like that. So about a good 6 years ago, you know? And again, I remember these things were, these weren't that tough to get either. I remember that. They were pretty easy. As a matter of fact, you can probably go to the store and cop a whole bunch of pairs and you would have been just fine. And sell them for a little bit of resale, but other than that, you know, Jordan 4s wasn't all that hype back then. It was the Jordan 1s that was all the hypeness, but Jordan 4 now, again, let you guys know we are definitely 100% going to get EA on the Bred 4s. I just don't know if we're going to get a shock drop or not. I would think we would. Heck, maybe I'm just being dumb and I'm making this video for no reason, so, you know, you guys can come back and go on this video, call me dumb or whatever, because, like, hey, like I said, it's either we're going to get a shock drop first, which usually happens. We usually get a shock drop first, then EA. But it's looking like we're probably going to get an EA and then a shock drop. Or we'll just get an EA and no shock drop. It's 3 options. I'm hoping we're getting option 1, which is what we usually get. A shock drop, then EA, then the drop. Hopefully. But hey, anyway guys, just want to make this quick video, guys, just to let you guys know, give you some information and some discussion, guys. You guys let me know how you guys feel about EA. Do you guys actually like EA? I mean, it does fight against the bots, though. You know, some people might like EA because it fight against the bots, but then again, I've never gotten EA ever. Ever. Even when they dropped the Grinches, the Kobe Grinches, they had like 40,000 pairs. I didn't even get a whiff of it. They didn't give me no notification, nothing. But hey, it's all good, guys. Anyways, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below. And please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at JumperChris on IG. Sometimes on Twitter. And don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm JumperChris. Peace.